Hello and welcome back to this course on the Blue Ocean strategy for developing your career finance. So now let us look at how we can use the Blue Ocean strategy for reorganizing our career in finance industry. So as we have seen the 4-point strategy in the previous video that we touched upon briefly, what are the four things that businesses need to do while they are creating a blue ocean strategy. So we have looked at the example of Apple where they diminish and keep, eliminate and reduce, build and improve certain things. So we have proposing some of these skills that you may need to diminish your accounting, auditing and reporting skills. Now you don't have to eliminate them, you don't have to diminish them. Still have to learn the accounting, you still have to learn the auditing, you still have to learn the reporting. However, the percentage of these skills in your resume should be diminished. Means you are not going to emphasize only on accounting skills, only on auditing skills or reporting skills. Rather, you're going to build and improve and focus on the skills that we are going to build and improve. Now, there are certain things which there's no things which we have to eliminate as of now. You still need your experience, you still need your degrees, you still need your certification, so you can keep them, but you are not going to focus on them. So you are not just going to think that I have done a CIMA certificate, or I have done an internal audit certificate, or I have done this certificate, that certificate. So means that I am already entitled for job. What you need to build in the and improve. Now this is customized. I have just put up this as a sample, as an example of build and improve. You may need to relook at yourself, do a SWOT analysis of your skills based on the critical things that we have already discussed in the previous video. What are the top skills that are required? Then you need to see and allocate what you need to build. Means you don't have it now. You may not have a strategic knowledge, you may not have leadership skills, you may not have the technological awareness, you may not be very much good with digital marketing, with the digital awareness, how the internet space works, how the websites works. You may need to build your personal brand, which we are going to talk about in a bit, and improve your business acumen, improve your communication, digital literacy, your networking. So if you already have a good business acumen, you already have a good communication skills. Now communication skills is not only the language skills which we are talking about. Communication skills, we are talking about the critical strategic communication, how to take the interviews, how to handle the feedback, how to give the feedback. Those kind of communication skills we are talking about. Then you have networking skills. So how good are you with meeting new peoples? How good are you with maintaining the relationships? How many connections do you have on LinkedIn, or how many connections do you have outside? How are you when you are meeting with the peoples? Are peoples remember you once they meet you? So that's the networking skills. Business acumen skills you can develop when you with the experience. You can develop business acumen, and also by learning the strategies around the world. So you may have to learn the strategies which are applicable in not only in your business but also in the other business. So sometimes finance peoples or finance are not aware of how the business is selling the products and services. You may not be required to do that. You're not required to sell, but at least you need to understand how your business is going to sell the products, how they are creating the value for the customers, how they are retaining the customer value, what are the costs that they are incurring. So if you don't have that business acumen as a finance professional, you are just an accountant and just an auditor, which, if the technology is there, which is coming into automation and is able to read the invoices and do the accounting entry automatically, which is already there. There are certain apps which can scan the cash receipt and do the accounting entry automatically. Means you don't need an auditor, or you don't need an accountant, or you don't need a data keeper. There are now already um, but the big fours and the big account auditing firms are using softwares where they take the data from the ERPs, put into their auditing software and generate the reports, which means they will need less and less auditing staff to be able to do the audit on the physical. So you will not, the lot of CPAs may lose their job, because if the such an trend is continuing, you're not required. In the past, when there was not such system, we used to go to the physical property, have to do an audit for a month, stay on the property. Now you just get the data, and then you are able to do the audit. You are able to analyze the processes, how they are working. You don't need to be there for 1 month or 2 months. The audit assignment which used to get done in 1 month or 2 months now can be done in 15 days or 10 days. So means you don't need to hire hundreds of CPAs to be able to cater a few clients. Now you can do that with a minimal handful of the people, which also means that those peoples who are not required anymore will add to the workforce which is seeking a job, right? And creating the competition, increasing the red ocean. Yeah, now how you are going to out compete your this competition? You may have to have new skills which are not there in the market yet. So means you have to develop the strategic knowledge, you have to develop the leadership skills, you have to have a technological awareness, you have to have business acumen, because these combinations are very rare, you know. When like for example us, me, as a personal example, I have a very good understanding of digital marketing. I have good understanding on how to develop the apps. I have some programming knowledge as well. I do have business development understanding. I help my company in doing the sales and marketing. Understand the operations as well. So having a finance and apart from my core skills of finance, I have these additional skills which the company can use. So now I am giving a combination which is of customer service, which is of coaching, which is of leadership, which is of the accounting and finance. So the company has a value. That's why continue to grow in the demand, and they will continue to have me for a longer period of time. Of course, I cannot say that I have done enough. I don't need to learn anymore. I still need to learn more skills. I still need to continue to develop the other market intelligence, means the how the other industries are working, so that I can take the best practices from them to our industry. So this is, you have to do a SWOT analysis basically. So how you are going to apply that, how you are going to think as a relaunching of your career today. So these are the few steps which you can apply in your career in as of now, and think and plan your career for 2025. If you don't have a plan for 2025 now, you better make it, hurry up now. So the applying the blue ocean strategy means you have to create a value and strategy map to understand how your existing skills pair against the blue ocean strategies that we have discussed in the past. So we have discussed what are the top 10 jobs which are going to be in demand. There will be top 10 skills which are going to be in the demand. You can try to find the WEF job report. If you don't have it, I will attach to the course, so that you have a more understanding of the skills which are required, and you can read what the customers are, your customers means your what the employers are looking for. So this value and strategy map means you have to identify on the x-axis and y-axis. Y-axis, what are the skills? X-axis, how much percentage you already have of these skills, so that you can know which skills are already there or which skills you need to develop, and then how much what is your competition. So what do they have, where they are better than you, where they are lower than you, right? You have to create that strategy map that will help you to understand what are the skills that you will need in order to develop your career. Based on this, you will develop the four action points. The four action points which we have discussed in the past. These are the four action points: diminish, build, improve, and keep. So once you have developed these four action points based on your individual strategy map, then you will do a SWOT analysis of this, sorry, for SWOT analysis and 4 action points are going to go hand in hand. So you have to develop your SWOT analysis and be able to generate the 4 action points based on this SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. And then you need to create a learning plan for yourself. So based on what you need to learn in the build and improve, you need to make a plan for yourself how you are going to acquire these skills which we have discussed, which you have identified how you are going to acquire. There are tons of learning material online. You can join the classes. There are free classes on the Coursera. There are free courses on the edx.org. There are free learning materials. CPD also have their own courses. So you can apply these courses while you comply with the CPE hours. So you have to have these skills in order to create more create a career which is going to be undestructible. Then important thing after you have learned is to create a personal brand. Once you have done your product, you need to do market yourself, right? You cannot just sit and acquire all the skills and wait for the employers to know you. How will they know? You have to market yourself, right? So when you are marketing yourself, you have to create a personal brand. Now, how you're going to create the personal brand, we are going to look at in the next video, and you have to demonstrate and convey your personal brand. So in the next video, let's look at what is a personal brand and how do we create that personal brand.